Hi, my name is Jason, and we're going to answer this question, Wayegtut. When are you ever going to use this? So we're talking about math. All right, so here's one example of when you might use math. Let's say you're late and you need to get somewhere. And so in your mind you justify, hey, I'm gonna drive a little faster to get where I need to go. So we're going to look at the math on this and see, does it really actually matter? So let's say you're late for work or late for school and you need to drive all the way across town. And let's say your town is 6 miles long and you live on one end and school or work is on the other end. So we're going to use distance equals rate times time. So if we solve for time, we get time equals distance over rate. So let's say the speed limit is 45 miles per hour. But you say, you know what, I'm going to drive 60. So what you do is you take time equals distance, which is going to be 6 miles over 60, and you get 0.1. So that's 0.1 of an hour. So you multiply that by 60 minutes in an hour, and you get 6 minutes. So that's how long it takes you by speeding. Well, if the speed limit is actually 45, and we use the same equation, time equals 6 over 45, we get 0.1333. Repeats, and we multiply that by 60 minutes in an hour, we get 8 minutes. So our time is 8 minutes. So speed, it takes you 6 minutes. Don't speed, it takes you 8 minutes. And this assumes that you get to start at 60 miles an hour and not slow down or stop the entire time. Probably hitting stop signs and stoplights. Is speeding worth it? I do not believe speeding is worth it in this case. But then you say, well, wait a minute, what if it's further? You make up more time if it's further. Okay, so let's assume that. Let's assume now you're 20 miles away from where you need to be. And instead of the speed limit being 45, now let's say the speed limit is 60. We use the same equations, and I'm not going to do the work up here. So I'm just gonna explain what it is. For speeding at 80 miles per hour, you're going 20 over. It takes 15 minutes. Let's say you drive the speed limit, 60 miles an hour, 20 minutes. So you make up 5 minutes. If you live 20 miles away from where you need to be, and you speed 20 miles an hour over the speed limit, you save a grand total of 5 minutes, again, assuming there are no stops, no slowdowns, that you get to drive 80 versus 60 the entire way. So you have to ask yourself, when is it really worth speeding? When are you ever going to use this? Math, you can use it all the time.